That one's definitely.
Okay, internet. Today is a day dedicated to H2O, water. The main goal is just to be able to compare them all. What is the best water? There's a whole aisle dedicated to water. Let's go to it. There it is, all of the most popular water brands.
A lot of waters. How many do I have?
12 water brands.
I guess I'm thirsty.
Essentia coming in at $2.49, above average in cost.
They call it overachieving. Purified water with electrolytes for taste.
What makes Essentia better? Our proprietary ionization process turns water from any source into supercharged ionized alkaline water.
I'm sure you guys are wondering, what is alkaline in the first place? It's actually having the properties of alkali, which is a pH of higher than 7. And the reason why it's good is because it neutralizes the acid that's in the bloodstream. It may prevent cancer and heart disease. Research is still being done to back up all these claims.
Publix spring water, this is only $1.
Only $1 for this.
Micron filtered and ozonated.
Ooh.
Ozzy Osbourne's been working on this. Body Armor, 1 liter for $1.99. Alkaline water with electrolytes.
The major electrolyte that is most likely in all of these waters is sodium. What it does is regulates your nerve and muscle function. You can also get electrolytes from potassium, so there's a reason to eat your bananas.
The bottle is made with recycled plastic.
It's a sport water, alkaline with pH 9, with a bottle made with a wide mouth for easier hydration. Didn't know that that made so much of a difference. I've always liked this stuff though, but the flavored ones I've tried, not just the plain water version.
The Smart Water, $2.59.
Clouds might throw some shade, but they give us nature's purest source of water.
We think that's pretty smart. So we took our inspiration from our puffy white friends, clouds, and created pure vapor distilled smart water with a purely balanced pH. Then we one-upped nature and added electrolytes for a crisp, clean taste.
These electrolyte things being added is a big deal.
Fiji, natural artisan water, $2.79.
I always knew this stuff was fancy, but I didn't know exactly why.
Taste of a solid rock. The distinctive taste of Fiji water is years in the making. That's how long it takes tropical rainfall to filter through ancient volcanic rock, so this water is filtered through natural rock. No wonder it's expensive.
This stuff is like straight from the Survivor.
Sourced from a sustainable underground aquifer, it's untouched by man until you unscrew the cap.
Well, they should write woman on there in this case. I got a lot of waters for this.
Evian, natural spring water.
Spring water is naturally filtered underground, collected from springs themselves or boreholes.
$3.19.
This one's more expensive, but it is much more water in the container.
Again, we've got electrolytes added in with a 7.2 pH balance. Their ingredients only come from nature. Snow from the French Alps.
I can't make this stuff up.
Aquafina water. This comes in at $1.67 per bottle.
Also a Pepsi product.
And that's all it says on the bottle.
Does the purified water just taste the same?
10 spring water, coming in at $2.29.
This one is just as big as the Evian, cheaper, and it has a higher pH level. Does that make it better?
Electrolytes may crystallize in the bottle, just shake and enjoy.
Definitely shake this up.
Spring water, potassium, and sodium. So this one actually has sodium, which
actually creates better hydration. You need salt in your diet, guys.
Zephyr Hills, $1.69.
100% spring water. A very large amount for an affordable cost.
Proudly sourced in Florida, made with recycled plastic.
We don't got any pH or electrolytes in this, but does it really matter?
Aquapanna, $2.59.
This one's coming in a glass bottle. Fancy.
Sourced from Italy. Crafted by nature, it's slowly filtered through the hills of Tuscany, a symbol of Tuscan taste.
Maybe we should open this one up on a special occasion.
Mountain Valley spring water, $2.99.
Just a little bit more than the first glass bottle, but it is larger. From an article I saw online, this one was actually ranked the highest, and I have never tried this one before either.
Mountain Valley spring water has been nationally recognized and awarded multiple times for its refreshing taste and exceptional quality.
It's premium. That's why they can charge more.
Last but not least, Voss, $3.50.
Another water I've never drinking before. I drink a lot of water, okay?
And this is the very trendy water. I've seen a lot of influencers drink it.
I didn't know it was this expensive. What makes it so special? Is it actually that tasty? It's a cool bottle. I like the way it looks. There's no cool facts on here either. It's just spring water made in New York. How do they charge so much for this? Now that we've gone over the price, talked a little bit about the product, let's get it all out here and start our taste test. One by one, we're gonna rank them from the best flavor to the worst. Alkaline water is definitely the healthiest because it has the properties to prevent disease and inflammation. But is it the tastiest? Starting with the Sencha water, open her up. It's very fresh, smooth, 9.5 pH or higher. I'm feeling healthier as I drink it now that I have all that knowledge. This water is very, very tasty. We're putting it at number 1. The Publix water. Listen, it's cool, it's refreshing, but it doesn't have that smooth texture that I'm getting from the first. So this one's going last for now. Body Armor. I do like how the top is quite larger for easier water absorption. I like it, but there is a smoother flavor from my first water here, but it's quite good. Put it underneath Essentia. The Smart Water. It doesn't taste as good as the first two. We'll put her number 3. Fiji. Tastes great. It doesn't have all that alkalinity, so the smoothness is not exactly the same, but it's a really good water. It's going above the Smart Water. Evian. Yeah, this is good water, but the flavor is just not hitting home. Aquafina. I've had this so much in my life. I've never really thought water would taste different. No, this is just not as good. It's got a cold, harsh flavor. 10 water. It's good, well balanced underneath the Fiji. 4 more to try. Zephyrhills. The hills of Connecticut. We're not getting any of that alkalinity. The pH levels are not anywhere, but it's got good flavor. This one's going right above the Publix. And now we're getting into the fancy ones. And these glass bottles beat out all the plastic. Well, just by accidentally consuming plastic because you're drinking out a plastic bottle, quite possibly. Aquapana. This is good water. And it does feel fancy out of a bottle like this. I'm kind of surprised that Smart Water's not higher on the list here. That's where she lives, underneath Fiji. Guess we like water from different countries. This one is famed to be the best, even as written on the back. Damn, that is good. Why is that so good? It's got calcium, magnesium, potassium, natural electrolytes, and it does have a 7.3 to 7.7 pH. So again, it's naturally alkaline. I didn't think all the advertising was gonna be true, but it is. Come on, a water scoop. Whoops. Last, Voss. Dude, what the heck? This is not good. I'm really sorry, you're expensive and you got a really cool bottle, but you're going at the bottom. No. So here's my list. Best tasting to worst. Do you agree that Voss is just not that tasty and it's kind of hyped up? Have you ever tried the Mountain Valley water before? Definitely give it a go. So the Mountain Valley water does come in at $2.99, but the Voss is coming in at $3.50. So if you want good water that's healthy for you and you don't want to get ripped off, definitely don't pick up the Voss. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments. Sorry, Voss. You're just not as boss as I thought you would be. I guess I just didn't give a damn. It's a water joke. I know what you're thinking. Every water tastes the same. Why not do a blind taste test? So I'm gonna choose some of the best waters. This one, and this one, this one. Some of the mediocre ones with, to my palate, the worst, and do a blind taste test. With this really cool bandana I got from my friend Bartley. So I'm gonna be blind taste testing Mountain Valley spring water, Fiji, Smart Water, Zephyrhills, and Voss. Just gonna take each one and stick it to the bottom of the cup. This way, when I take a sip too, if I'm right or wrong when I guess, you guys will know. I cannot see. Now, I'm just gonna rearrange these. This is gonna be really hard, by the way. Competing against myself by myself. I feel like there's electrolytes in that. I'm gonna call this one Smart. Fiji. Zephyr. That one's definitely Voss. Actually, I feel like this one is Zephyr, and the Zephyr might have been something else. Man, this is actually really, really hard. But I just want to be right on the Voss. I'm gonna look. Oh, I was right on the Voss. The first one I had was Mountain Valley, which I called Smart. Smart, I called Fiji. And the last one I had was the Zephyr. I was right in switching that out. That was really interesting. At the end of the day, guys, we did learn something very important about expensive water. Just because it's got an expensive price doesn't mean it's actually that good for you. Looking at you, Voss. I will be drinking this from now on. Don't get ripped off by this. For more food hacks, tips, and tricks, the HF Food Hacks book is now available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Check it out. This sweatshirt is not only very comfortable, but it is themed to my favorite fast food. Everything is on shophealthyjunkfood.com. If you guys are looking for more videos like this or whatever, let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Stay hydrated, people.